Hey everyone and welcome back. Today we're looking at episode 8 of WandaVision, and I am of course joined by my delicious co-hosts, Jake Preece and Jordan Green.
Hello.
Well, howdy!
So a lot going on this episode. We basically get to see a ton of Wanda's past and learn a lot about Agatha as well and what's kind of going on. We kind of, I think anyway, know the plot of WandaVision now.
Wow. It only took us 8 episodes.
You know, one episode before the end of the show, I feel like we know what's going on in WandaVision.
Oh yeah, as Craig said, we know a lot more about the story. We seem to be looking into Wanda's, not only the lead up to what happened within the series, but the lead up of what happened just in her life. So we first start to see her in her younger days when she was a child, and we actually get to see her parents, and her parents aren't the ad couple, which is what we've been assuming this whole time.
Yeah, I think we thought like all season that the ad couple were going to be her parents, but apparently not.
But yeah, they're different actors, so
I'm convinced they have to be someone. I guess we'll find out next episode.
We now know they're not the people that used to own Wanda's house, because she just made it. I know that was a theory brought up in an earlier episode.
Yeah, we learn a lot about Wanda's powers this episode.
a fair few things.
And we also learn in this flashback, obviously, that Wanda has always had her powers. She's responsible for stopping the Stark bomb from going off, saving her and Pietro's life as a kid.
And we see her getting experimented on by some Hydra scientists, not Strucker, because I guess they couldn't get the actor back. But during it, she gets a vision.
Say that again!
From one of the Infinity Stones. I'm not sure which one it was. The yellow one, I guess.
Mind Stone. Yellow is Mind Stone.
And in it, she sees, I guess, a vision of, I guess, her future. We see like the kind of silhouette of like Scarlet Witch, like the classic comic costume, but like not the same one she was wearing on Halloween.
So the next scene after the Strucker experimentation is a scene between Wanda and Vision, not long after Age of Ultron, I'm guessing, as they discuss how she's feeling about Pietro's death. We're watching a classic episode of Malcolm in the Middle.
You know, speaking of Malcolm in the Middle, back during the first flashback bit when they're children, we find out that Wanda's dad, I guess, sells like pirated knockoff DVDs of like sitcoms and stuff. And interestingly, he has an entire box set of Malcolm in the Middle on DVD in 1999, when that show came onto the air for the first time in 2000.
Details. Perhaps why Wanda is recreating these kind of sitcom things within her own little hex bubble or so on is because that's when she has felt most at ease or most comforted. Hayward, the guy who runs Sword, right?
Fishy fella, yeah.
He seems to have lied about Wanda taking Vision.
Yeah, we saw in an earlier episode that he showed Rambeau some footage of Wanda stealing Vision. And we learn in this one that was all a lie, that was doctored. And Hayward still has Vision's body, which we'll get to in a little bit. But we already were sus of Hayward. We haven't trusted him for a while.
And a bunch of characters missing this episode. We got no Darcy, no Monica, no Jimmy Woo. It's also incredibly funny that at the end of the episode, Agnes is like, "You're a villain, Wanda," when she's choking 2 children. So
that's not all she says at the end of the episode, though. She also says, "You're the Scarlet Witch."
Wanda's superhero name's finally made it in the MCU, boys.
After 4 movies and an entire season of her show, she's been called the Scarlet Witch.
Because obviously Agatha says that she's using chaos magic or something of that degree. Now, I don't really know what that is, but Craig, you know what that is, don't you?
Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't know a ton about it because I haven't read any of the comics, so all my knowledge is like stuff I've read on Twitter, mostly. Chaos magic, to my understanding, was basically, it came from one of the Elder Gods. I'm going to butcher his name, but I think it's like Chthon. It's like Chthon. He like touched Wanda when she was young, and a part of his power kind of rubbed off on her. So in the comics, depending on the run and like the point in time, she's like insanely powerful. Chaos magic basically gives her the ability to tear apart reality and alter it completely. She could easily destroy the entire universe. Which does tie, potentially, if she can like alter reality, to the multiverse, which is something we've talked about a lot here, and seems, I think, pretty likely there's going to be a big multiverse tie in WandaVision because she is in the next Doctor Strange film.
Well, I mean, to be fair though, like, this show is basically going to propel the entirety of the next phase of all Marvel, basically, so...
It's going to be really weird going from all this multiverse, like, magic, like, MCU changing stuff to, here's Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They're, like, taking down a spy or whatever. I mean, I'm excited. I'm really excited for that show, especially with Baron Zemo. So at the end of the episode, in a post-credit scene, I'm liking that we're getting those now, by the way, we see Hayward and the kind of culmination of his Project Cataract, and it's White Vision, or Grey Vision, I'm not sure how he's referred to in the comics. We see him here, he doesn't speak or anything, which gets me to thinking maybe it's going to be James Spader's voice, potentially. We get him as a tease, so I guess we'll see him next episode as well. There's so much to wrap up in this season finale, I don't know how they're going to do it.
Well, see, that's the thing about Silver Vision, at least in the comic. Again, depends on the take, but more often than not, he's kind of emotionless or has less emotions. So, one point I did want to make quickly with White Vision is that he's brought back to life, basically, by using the residual power, Wanda's residual power that she obviously, like, blew the aircraft away that was Hayward tried to shoot her with.
You have to have an IQ of 200 or higher to think fourth dimensionally, like the MCU.
Only Rick and Morty viewers.
Only Rick and Morty viewers can truly enjoy the MCU now. So one final point I want to make is going back to Quicksilver, or Pietro. We weren't, like, sure before, although, like, you know, it was pretty clear he wasn't, obviously, the normal Quicksilver. I think it's pretty clear at this point that he is not the X-Men Quicksilver from the prequels either. I think he's just some guy, which makes me think now that he is the guy that Wu was looking for. Because Evan Peters is a great actor, he clearly loves superhero stuff, hence why he was in the X-Men films to begin with. Even if he isn't gonna be a new version of Pietro in the MCU, I think it would be a shame for them to waste such a great actor on such a small role who's in, like, a couple episodes of this. So I think he's going to be the, like, missing person from the Wu case, and maybe that character will be a comic character so that he can play a role later on in something else.
No, he's gonna be an Inhuman, Cree.
Oh god, I hope not. Well, Inhumans and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. are really good. They're great in that. They're just terrible in their own show.
No, they did really well. Remember when they were going to release it as a movie?
Yeah, I do. And then they were like, we're doing a show and a movie, and they're in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And then they're like, we have cancelled the movie and the show, and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is getting cancelled.
How inhumane.
I just thought of something funny. You know when Paul Bettany said that he was very excited to work with an actor that he thinks is a great actor that he's never worked with again? I just noticed there's two Visions. Could Paul Bettany may have been excited to work with Paul Bettany?
That would be immensely funny. That would be so funny. Here's like, I've wanted to work with this person my whole life.
I kind of hope that's the case now, just for the meme.
Just for the meme.
He made everyone think, oh, it's Robert De Niro, it's Al Pacino, it's Mark Hamill. No, it's himself.
End credit scene, last episode. Some dude, the camera's gonna, like, pan out of some destruction or somewhere. It's going to show some guy's like leg. It's going to go up to his face, and it's going to be Victor Von Doom or Reed Richards. They're going to say his name.
As Agatha said, I have a theory, but I need more.
Slap that schmeat. Slap that schmeat button. Oh my god.